Let's make sweet potato casserole in the crock pot. You can't have Thanksgiving without classic sweet potato casserole, and today I'm going to show you the easiest way to make it in your crock pot. And the best part is it frees up all that oven space for everything else, like your turkey, your rolls, all that other stuff. Oh, and the pies, can't forget about that. Hi friends, my name's Christina. I'm with eatingonadime.com. Welcome to my sister Carrie's kitchen. My sister and I are on a mission to teach everyone how to make delicious meals at home, but do it easier without sacrificing flavor. And we love our crock pot even at the holidays. So we've been doing a fun crock pot holiday recipe series. And today is day, I don't even know whatever, because it's the holidays, so I don't know what day it is, but you know how that goes. Today, we're gonna do Crockpot Sweet Potato Casserole. I have linked it in the description below, as well as our Holiday Crockpot Digital Cookbook. So you can make a whole holiday meal in your crock pot. So we're gonna start with 4 pounds of sweet potatoes, and we're gonna peel and dice them. My sister's left-handed and I'm right, so I can never use her peeler. I had once bought my own peeler, but I have since lost it, so here we go. The best part about making this casserole in the crock pot is you don't have to boil the potatoes. A lot of like sweet potato casseroles, you have to boil them, then you have to prepare the casserole, and then you have to bake them. But for this one, none of that's needed. You throw it all in the crock pot, and like all the other great things it does all the work for you. We got them all peeled. Now you want to cut them into, I'm going to say bite-sized pieces, kind of small-ish pieces. Let me show you guys one. I'm going to clear the board here. So what I do, if the ends look rough, I usually chop off the ends and throw them out. Then I like to cut them in half lengthwise, just because I find it's easier to chop them lengthwise first. Okay, then lay it flat. And then based on the size of your potatoes, you either want to do it in half, thirds, fourths, whatever. Looking at this one, I'm going to do thirds. And then dice it the other way from there. So this is the other half. I'm going to cut it in half lengthwise. Let me move that bowl out of the way. And then when you're using your knife, just press down on the big part and it'll go all the way through. And then dice it from there to easy bite-sized piece. Now when you're cutting in half lengthwise, if it's really a fat potato, consider doing it in thirds if you can, again, just to make those smaller pieces even like easier to dice up at the end. So on this one, I'm gonna do it in thirds lengthwise here. Okay, I throw the word dice around, and like for me that just means cut, so sorry. I know dice generally means like super small, like a veggie, so I'm going to try to get better on that, but just cut it into bite-sized pieces. Let me know in the comments, do you guys say cut? Do you say dice? I think that's just kind of the area that I grew up in Oklahoma, is where I got that from. Once they're cut and ready to go, just put them into the insert of your crock pot. Now today, this is a 6-quart crock pot. This is the beautiful, it's technically a multi-cooker from Walmart. I'm gonna link it in the description below. It works great for these holiday recipes, and I love it. And they're all done. Now, that is literally the hardest part of this recipe. Now it's time to make the glaze. Let me know in the comments, are you a savory sweet potato fan or a sweet? Now generally I like savory for like every day, but on the holidays, I am sweet all the way. So first we're gonna start off with a half a cup of butter, or 1 stick, and we're going to put it in a mixing bowl, or I'm just using one of Carrie's ceramic glass bowls, and we're going to melt this. So Carrie's microwave is a drawer. We're going to microwave this in 30-second increments until it's fully melted. This is after 30 seconds, so it's almost melted. I'm going to do one more and we'll check it from there. It's nice and melted, and it's ready for the add. Now into the butter mixture, I'm going to add in 1/4 cup of brown sugar. Looks like Carrie's almost out. Don't worry, I already let her know. The secret with brown sugar is you do want it nice and packed, whereas flour and regular sugar, it doesn't need to be as packed, but brown sugar, you do want it to be packed. So 1/4 is added, and then add in 2 teaspoons cinnamon for that nice like fall flavor. Ooh, it smells wonderful. and then 1 teaspoon vanilla extract. Then whisk to combine them all together. You're wanting that sugar to get as dissolved as possible into the butter. So it's gonna form like a dark brown color, and it's just because of that brown sugar and cinnamon, and you just wanna keep whisking until it's all combined. And then pour it right over the potatoes. Now I just drizzle it on top, and then take a spoon and we're gonna toss it so that the potatoes are coated in that buttery sugar deliciousness. Now you could do this in a separate bowl, but I'm like, why in the world would you want to get another bowl dirty? Just do it all right in this crock pot, just so it's going to save you time later. Then sprinkle a 1/2 cup chopped pecans on top. Now this is totally optional. If you're not a nut person, leave them out, or if you're hosting something and you have people that are have nut allergies, definitely leave them out, or you could always sub it with a different type of nut. I think a walnut would be great as well, but pecans are my favorite for that fall flavor that it gives. That's it. The only step left is to turn it on. That's the most important step, friends. Now, you can cook this on low or on high. It's going to be on low for about 7 to 8, or on high for half the time, for 3.5 to 4 hours, until those potatoes are nice and tender. Okay, just because I want to show you guys this really quick, I'm going to turn this on high today, and I'm going to do 3.5 hours. All right, I'll see you in a few hours. So it's been about 4 hours, and the potatoes are nice and tender. Sorry, this lid kind of lets off some condensation, but it's fine. Now it's time to top with some marshmallows. I love marshmallows on top. Sprinkle about 1.5 cups. I like to use the mini marshmallows, and we're just going to sprinkle these as evenly as possible on top. These are kind of sticking together, so I'm just going to use my hands to break them up. And then we're just going to cover them up and let the heat melt it. Now, if you're in a hurry, you can kick this on over to high, and it'll melt it a little bit closer, or a little bit quicker, sorry. But if not, just leave it on the temperature you cooked it on, and it'll melt in no time at all. Time for my favorite part, serving it up. These potatoes are so tender and perfect in the crock pot. And I love those marshmallows on top. All right, moment of truth. So good. I need another bite. All right, friends, that is it. That's how easy it is to make the best Thanksgiving side dish in your crock pot, and dare I say, it even tastes better. Don't forget, I've linked this in the description below so you can save it for the holidays, and make sure you check out our holiday crock pot digital cookbook so you can make your whole holiday dinner in your crock pot. Thank you so much for joining me today in my sister Carrie's kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We're doing a great series of all of our favorite crock pot holiday recipes, and I don't want you to miss any, so make sure you like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. All right, friends, I am out of here. I got some more sweet potatoes to eat. Don't forget to eat at home by eating on a dime. I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.